Hi, this is Charlie at My Messy Fingers. I just want to kind of go over a small little folio album that I made. I had, for Scrap and Create, made a larger album using Ciao Esprit de Voyage, and I had approximately 10 sheets of that paper left, so I thought the best way to use it would be in a 6 by 8.5 album. I was trying to focus on the height of a couple of these featured pieces, so the 8.5. The 6 inches allowed me to take what sheets I had and divide them in half. So it took one sheet of this to cover the ends and all the panels, all the inside panels. That was one entire sheet. Now going back to the outside, this was one of the main features on one of the cut-aparts. And this was one of the cards that came off this section of that cut-off. This is a part of this. So when you get to the back, this was another feature that ended up being cut because of some elements over here. So these are 1-inch spines. Now when you make this album, you have two options. You can leave these two panels off, and you can leave this last panel off, or you can build the entire thing. If you do leave these two off, then this feature will disappear. I put this in as a support because I made this out of chipboard rather than it being all cardstock. So this piece here acts as a nice support right here. You'll find in the instructions that this gusset line is larger than the rest of these gussets so that it will allow this to wrap over. And I've got 3 magnets that keep this closed. So these are two of the other features that were in the collection. And then there, of course, there were tags on the left or the right side of them. So then when you open these two up, this was a full sheet here, and then I made a couple of tucks, and this was an entire sheet. It had a bunch of these cutouts. So I did my best with what little paper that I had. I made some tags to pretty up that. Down here is the bottom flap, which is a part of the upper pieces that were cut off. So you open this up, and I've taken a couple of the butterflies and I've made some tucks, so you can tuck something in here. And these are nothing but waterfall panels. These are 3.5 by 5 and these are 4 by 6. So these are kind of interlocking. You get down in here and we have another nice pocket. You can also put a fixed photo right there. And what I mean by interlocking is you kind of have to close these in order because the height of them kind of comes over this just a little bit, but it's kind of a cool feature. Over here, to maximize the size, I put 2 waterfalls opening on each side. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, and we have the center. So then down here, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, where's number 4? Okay, it got tucked in over here. Let's get it out there. And there you go. And then you can also put a photo, probably a 3 by 5 photo right here, or cut a piece of white journaling paper and tell your story. This was one entire day to make this. So it's a quick, fun, easy piece to make. And you can use any extra papers you had. Like I said, I had approximately 10. And that did not count, or does count, the 1 12 by 12 that had all these cutouts. But like I said, it took one day to do this. So it was fun. It was fast. It gives you another way to display your photos and to help get rid of all that extra paper. And again, this came, the original set came from Scrap and Create. This is what was left over from an original album that I made for them. So I'm going to provide some of the supplies and the links. And you want to buy one single packet or individual sheets, you're going to want to have at least about 10. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself at mymessyfingers55@gmail.com, or leave me a note down below and I will get the notification really quickly. So I hope you enjoy this quick one-day fast project, and you can adapt any paper to this. Just make the album. You've got 2 choices of how to make it, and I will see you on the next build. Bye-bye.